So just recently came back from a trip to Mexico. Melissa, my sister, and I went down there for the holidays to see some family. I personally haven't been down to Mexico since I was 10, so it's been about 14, 15 years or so. And I knew I needed to bring a camera, but I knew I didn't want the camera to be that big. It's a good thing that this little handy thing came out at the time before my trip started. This is the Osmo Pocket by DJI, and this thing is great. I mean, I could tell you a lot of things. This is not going to be like an in-depth review of what it does. It's just my experience with it and some of the shots that I took. It took some getting used to with all the features that it has. Like the follow me feature, tilt lock. It has some panoramic, some timer, time lapses. Anyways, it was a great little device. Going down to Mexico, you just gotta be careful. Even though I spent 10 years over there since I was a kid, it's completely different. So I wanted to make sure I was doing things the right way. I didn't want to expose myself. Definitely didn't want to take my Sony camera. I didn't take it on my trip at all. All the pictures that I shot that you can find on my Instagram are shot on my phone. Hashtag shot on iPhone. And then all the video that I did was shot on the Osmo Pocket, which was great because you don't really need to connect it to your phone, which is one of the features. You can just shoot directly from the camera. It has a little screen right here, which will give you kind of like a preview of what you're doing and what you're seeing. You can move the camera up and down. It's pretty great. You can change some of the features. Now for Pro mode, if you did want to get into 4K, 60 FPS or things like that, you would have to plug it into your device, a phone or an iPad. In this case, iPad Pros have the USB-C, which it does come with that adapter, but I'm not gonna be walking around with the iPad, right? So I plugged it into my phone. The main feature that I used on this was tilt lock. So whenever I moved around, walked around, went downstairs or anything of that nature, the angle never moved, so it wasn't noticeable at all, if any, that I was doing big movements, walking, jumping, going down steps. It was pretty fluent, pretty smooth, so I really liked that. FVP was just wherever the camera moved or wherever I moved, the camera moved with it, so it was a little bit less stable. It's still stable enough if you really focus on your movements and weren't running or doing anything excessive like that. It was pretty great for everything that I did. I mean, essentially we went in the city, we even went on some petrified waterfalls in Yerbalagua, and it was great. It's not waterproof, so I'll still be careful. Petrified waterfalls, I almost dropped it, which thankfully it didn't. It's great. It's small, it's portable, it's great for traveling. So if you're doing a lot of traveling, this thing will be perfect. I didn't miss out on any opportunities of shooting anything, and this thing shoots in 4K. So it was crispy. The battery lasts forever. My battery never died. I never charged it. We went there for 3 weeks. For all the time. I mean, I wasn't using it 24/7 either, but battery lasted for days. Yeah, it was just me and this little thing. So if you guys want a more in-depth review of all the features and everything that this thing does, just leave a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to go ahead and make that for you guys. I just wanted to make this a little quick overview and kind of just wanted to sit and talk. I know sometimes for tech and reviews or anything like that, it's more like a sit down and here's all the little specs and whistles this thing has, and I don't know, I feel like sometimes you can get distracted on what's on the paper, and then just go out and use it. You don't necessarily need the best of the best to film or do creative things. Go out and shoot best camera for pictures or video, or best microphone for audio. The reason I went with it, especially for this trip, is just the fact that it's small. It does everything I needed it to do It did everything I needed it to do. I didn't miss out on any shots. I could literally just stick this in my pocket. I didn't really carry a book bag with me, so that wasn't a problem. I never really thought that it bothered me, because you really don't know that it's there in your pocket. It's that small, that portable. It is amazing for, like I said, vlogging, trips. So that's just like my little small review, rant, kind of just me sitting down talking to you guys about my experience with the Osmo Pocket. I'm not really going in depth with it. But yeah, this trip was very important to me. I knew I wanted to document it and at least get some content for it. I knew I wanted to make a video. And I guess this is that video. If you guys want to hear more about my story and my journey and how it felt to go back to my home country and after 14 years of not being there, yeah, I'll love to make that. So yeah, just go ahead and let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be pretty soon. I got some things planned. I'm looking to put more content out on this channel. If you guys see my wedding films and other videos that I've made in the past, I went ahead and re-uploaded them. I deleted them for some reason, but they're back in the channel. And my website, you can find it on the link below if you need to contact me or see some more content, which will just redirect you back to the YouTube channel. So that's just another accomplishment that I made. As soon as I came back, I knew I wanted to post more through my website, which I never had one, and just sit and talk to you guys and tell you about some of my experiences with this device and other devices in the future, and to just post more, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of talking. I will talk a lot, and let me. It's empty.